Thank you for coming to the UCB Intersanctum. Let's get ready for Boomba!
Hey, sister, soul sister.
And I'm going to show you something that's going to change your life. That's right. Welcome to Afrobeat music. So, like, what I realized is that I had to teach my kid how to, like, have swagger, right? And I was like, he was like, Mom, how do I do this? And I was like, you gotta act like you don't care, man. You just gotta act like you don't care. So act like you don't care. Act like you don't care. Just act like you don't care. Just act like you don't care. And at a certain point, just start shaking one thing purposely.
For life.
One thing. I would honestly go with my left. So I'd be like, you see how I'm not caring? I'm not caring at all, and I'm just going with one leg. Watch me switch to the next leg. I'm switching, I'm not moving anything else, right? The only thing that's moving is this one leg, right? We're gonna do the same thing with one shoulder. Okay? And then you're just gonna move again, like purposely, right? See that? Now move again purposely. Now just shake one thing. I'm gonna say your head this time. Softly. Softly, okay? Softly. All right? Now we're gonna try our rare. We get scared when we say butt. So I'm saying rare. Just shake one little tush, okay? Not too much, just a little bit, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna scare you and say we're gonna just go. We're gonna just jump. We're just gonna do it, all right? We're just gonna do it. Here we go. Just go. Just go.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna do it with her blessing. Okay, here
There we go.
You see how I'm not caring? See how I'm not caring? I'm just gonna take one hand. I'm taking the neck. I'm taking the neck. I'm shaking it. My butt. I'm shaking my butt. Who's shaking the butt right now? Is everybody shaking the butt? Hey!
Get warmed up.
I want to introduce my co-host. Her name is Lexi Grace. I was honored to meet her at Black Women in Comedy Festival this May. She's fire, y'all. And she's like so innocently fire. I love like innocently fire people. That's it. She's like, I'm just lit. Quietly. It's great to be here. I love you so much. I am so surprised that you threw me on the dance show just because I have no rhythm. I like literally because like I'm supposed to sit right there, and then when she was like, I gotta dance for you, I was like, I'm gonna leave because I feel like I'll be the modified version. Like,
All right now.
Like, if you have no dance skills, just follow the girl in the back. Because like when she was like, shake your butt, I was like, I think I'm just stirring it. You know what I mean? But while I have you all here, I thought I might as well talk about something that's like near and dear to my heart. Because I feel like, when you have this platform, you have to like talk about things that are like important, And I've noticed in the world that there's been a lot of discrimination and hate against people who hula hoop. And I don't appreciate it. Because I have a lot of friends who hula hoop, and some of my friends don't have the face for hula hooping. Like they have an angry face. And like when they hula hoop, they go like, it looks like they're fighting a war, like. And people are not kind to my friend. She does that in her cul-de-sac for like 2 hours. And like, I know I have a face I can get away with hula hoop. Oh my god. But I can only get away with that for 3 minutes. At minute 4, judgment starts. And that's not okay. Like, I wish I could get away with it for like 2 hours, but the only way you can get away with it for 2 hours is the way that some people try to solve their broken marriage by adding children. Oh man, I recently discovered, because I smile a lot of people think I'm an idiot. I discovered this the other day because I was speeding, and a cop pulled me over and he was like, ma'am, where were you going that you had to go so fast? Where? And I was like, tacos! And he just let me go. He was like, she does not know. The saddest part about that transaction is that like I had a little, like he gave me a sheet of paper and I said, hey, I thought you weren't going to give me a ticket. And he said, ma'am, that's your registration. So I was like, oh, he might be right. I'm going to confess something to you guys. I'm not great at sexual innuendos. I know this because the other day I was at the deli and I asked for a sandwich. And the guy said, I asked for a sandwich and I wanted a pickle. So I asked the guy for a pickle. And he said, I'll give you a really big pickle. And I said, yeah, that would be great. And then I was so pissed because I went to my car and there was no pickle. I was like, I thought we had this interaction. I also was like texting with the dude, and it was a little weird because he also was very flirty. And a text that he said like, hey girl. He was also like, I guess I should get into it that he was really religious, but he's also a bit of a player. So his text confused me. An example of a text he sent was, hey girl, you up? He has risen. And it just felt dirty. It just felt like that guy with the friend, and he's like, don't mind Jesus, he just wants to watch. All right, and on that note, the show started. I would like to bring up our first delight of the night, the one, the only, Soul Sister Comedy. Woo!
Hey, sister, soul sister. Can I get that soul sister?
Clearly, I don't follow directions very well, but that's okay. My name's Ashley Shapiro.
Woo!
I can see some of you are like, no, Couldn't be. She doesn't look like Ashley Shapiro. No, not at all. You know, I get it, but I don't look like I celebrate Hanukkah, huh? I do. Okay, but I understand. I get that I look like, maybe I'm from somewhere else where people maybe talk like this. And you know what? It's true. I recently did Ancestry.com and I found out that I'm Nigerian! So, thank you. I feel like, all this time I kept getting all these scammer emails from all these Nigerians, and I thought they were trying to run a scam. It was just my cousins trying to get back in contact with me. It was family. So I guess I'm the asshole because, I wasn't reaching back. So I haven't had a drink in about 6 months, I think 12 days. Clearly everyone drinks in this crowd. Okay, listen, I want to say it's not because, I had a bad experience or anything like that. I really enjoyed drinking. It was a trip to Joshua Tree that changed everything. Okay, this must be my section over here. I feel like we've got a connection. You understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so for everyone else, do you remember that moment in Black Panther where he was talking to his ancestors? He just woke up and they were all around him? Okay, so that's what happened to me. Yeah, and then after that, not only did I stop drinking, but I started buying rocks. Okay, not the crack rocks, spiritual rocks and crystals, yeah. So I was on my way back, and I stopped at this little hippie store, and I was going to purchase this rock, and the lady tells me before I make the purchase, she says, "Listen, sweetie, you didn't choose the rock chose you." I don't know what is going on at this point. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Some changes are kind of going on. But since I did stop drinking and now I have, crystals all over my house, I had to tell my family because, they're all up in my business. So I told my dad, I was like, "Hey Dad," he's from Detroit, so I was like, "Hey, I'm not drinking anymore." And the first thing he says is, "What is wrong?" That's not a normal reaction, right? What's wrong? And I was like, "Nothing, I just, I'm on a spiritual thing, I'm just not drinking anymore." And he was like, "Are you pregnant?" I was like, no. And I saw you guys look here, is she no, I'm not pregnant. So I'm just trying to let you know that sobriety isn't my biggest issue, okay? I'm trying to tell you I got family issues, okay? Anybody else got family problems? Yeah. Oh, we got a perfect section over here. Give it up for they're the show-offs, okay? No, I love you guys. So what else is going on? Oh, guys, who else hates people who drive cop cars? Anybody? It is not Halloween, okay? First of all, if you want a discount car, has anyone heard of CarMax? Right? It's these people have lived their whole lives trying to get a Taurus car. And the part that pisses me off is I always have somewhere to go, and they're just right here, right? You can't see the license plates and see if it says California exempt. So you just drive slow, you know what I mean? And then what pisses me off the most is right when I'm ready to speed up, they start eating a donut. A fucking donut, I don't know, is it a sense of humor I just don't get. It's just, okay, so some of you look confused. Let me just let you know, what you're looking at up here is a woman in heat. Yeah, you're like, what's going on up there? I'm trying to get stuff out. You're my therapy session, okay? That's what's going on up here. But yeah, before I get out of here, let me just tell you that, listen, I'm a mom as well. Thank you. And, I want you to just appreciate your moms a lot more because every single mom makes sacrifices for their kids. And for me, I sacrificed my thin vagina lips. Yeah, I miss them. Now they're overweight and crooked, okay? Yeah, I could no longer this summer wear a bikini confidently to the pool. You know why? Because I can't balance my lips on that thin strip, okay? It's one lip on and one lip off. No, seriously, imagine trying to share the chair with the person next to you. One of you's gonna pop off is what I'm saying, okay? And I try to keep it PG at the kiddie pool, we don't want to have a lip slip. I just joined the mommy groups is what I'm trying to say. And for those of of you who aren't parents, like listen, I just want you to know it's hard work, okay? I may look somewhat put together up here, but I want you to know that I have a full bush and I'm wearing supportive panties, okay? All right, that's my time to Master's Prayer. Y'all have a good night.
Hola. I'm Gary Uchis. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a Colombiana singer. Thank you. Got a Latin Grammy nomination, no big deal, And I'm here to address some people because people are saying, oh, it's National Dance Day, and we are all dance. And I just had a new album that came out, a tour with Georgia Smith and everything. And yeah, some of you say that though. Thank you. Some of you say though, some of you don't love me that much. You say that I sound like a sexy baby when I sing. Which yeah, okay, I do, and that works for me, so I'm just gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna premiere this song for you, called Jazz Baby. Do-da, do-da. Wow. Googa, googa. Wow. Googa, 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 googa. Wow. Do-we-ba, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Googa, googa, googa. Googa, thank you so much.
group, our next group. You guys excited? Ready? Got them roasted and toasted for Moon Ranger.
Thank you, Group Bat. We are Moon Ranger with our special guest Frederick Finlaw.
Hi.
Just gonna I foresee bad things happening. I think all we need is a word to get started, right?
Yeah. Who's got a word?
Dogma.
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 And dogma. Take the
Right.
Happy daylight savings.
Happy daylight savings.
We see each other twice a year, and it's
I know we both have such opposite sleep schedules just for this 1 hour on this one day. We get to see each other. Embrace?
let's make the most of it. I mean,
Sure.
we're still married. It's just we see each other for 2 hours a year.
Sure. Some couples have different work schedules. We have different sleep
Yeah.
schedules. That's all right. That's fine. Hey, I made some dinner.
Oh, I ate like an hour ago.
Oh,
Before, I was planning ahead to turn him back,
Sure.
so I went ahead and ate so I'd have time to digest
sure.
before I go to sleep.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I can eat. I can eat by myself. It's just Hot Pockets anyways.
Oh, Hot Pockets, the Philly cheesesteak, the low-fat mozzarella.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really miss out.
Come on in. My parents are all asleep. What?
Oh,
What?
this is embarrassing, son. You caught us on
Daylight savings.
savings.
Oh no!
Put some clothes on. Our son brought a date.
That's right. I
What
don't
a-
get dressed
what a
until
sorry.
9 p.m. for me.
Okay, clothes for her. Easy enough. Stay tuned.
Hey, she's not just my date. She's my wife. We've been married for years, but we never see you guys.
Oh, well, yeah. I've been Nathan, you know.
Hibernate.
Hibernating, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. It's been Nathan all over the place. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I won't hug you because I'm new, but my name's Carl.
My name's Charlene. Nice to meet you.
This is Tiffany, my wife.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this is Tiffany.
Tiffany's wife.
I didn't get you.
You didn't bring our kids because we didn't know you'd be
You have
here.
kids?
Yeah, we have kids.
Oh,
This is like the one day here that her and I go out on a date because
It's daylight savings
it's
day.
Daylight Savings Day.
He is our son.
He's
He is
our
our son.
son.
And Tiff is our daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
Wanted to know why you pulled over.
Oh, because you were siren.
Oh.
You were siren.
Oh, I am not a police officer.
That's
Driving
creepy
car
as
and
fuck,
shooting siren.
dude. Fuck out of
Oh,
here.
my bad. Sorry.
What
Sorry.
the fuck is this?
Uh,
What are you doing?
What? I'm sorry. I drive a police car, but I'm not a police officer. And just because I listen to music with sirens in it, I don't think that's against the law. You're the one blocking traffic. Oh, yes.
Are those your Torai parked right there?
Both
Your
of them.
Ford Torai?
Both. Yes, the one.
Yep. Yes, they're impeding traffic.
Okay, thank God, officer. Thank
Oh, no, I'm not
you.
an officer.
What the?
I'm not an officer. I'm just a guy that.
Okay, look, fucking creepo.
Freeze!
What do you mean? No, I'm not gonna freeze.
Stop! No! Freeze!
No.
It's overruled!
I have base, and at this point, you're two random dudes who are getting me on the side of the road.
This is problematic. You're right.
You're Ford owners, though. It's like being in a family.
Oh.
Ford is family. And when I said freeze, I meant it's cold outside. I'd like to go back to my car.
Well, if nothing brings people together like Ford Taurus. It's broken. The clock is broken. I wanna return it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's your day off. I thought you were going to do some things around the house, but if you want to, take a trip to the store, it'll eat a little bit of time, but I guess we won't know how much.
I don't know how much time it's gonna take. I mean, I probably could go and like be back in like 10 or 15 minutes because it's just down the street.
Yeah, because it's just down the street. You'll need to take the car and you'll need to back out of the driveway.
I'll probably back out and then I think I'll take a left on
We're
Halpern.
going to have to adjust the mirrors.
Oh, for sure. Just the mirrors, take a left on Halpern, right on Vermont, and then.
Oh, you might want to take a scenic route. Just, it's your day off. You might want to take the scenic
Do you think
route.
there's any closures?
Hi, we're closed.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, I'm just gonna get back in my car, I'm gonna readjust the mirrors, and then I'm gonna turn around, I think I'm gonna take a left on Vermont, and then a right on Halpern. How are you gonna get home, sir? How are you gonna get home?
I mean, it says if I literally just take a right and go straight for
No, you need to take a left on Vermont, and then a right on
That's
Halpern.
completely the opposite
I
way.
planned this, I planned
Because
this.
I have another fare that I've already accepted, so I'm just gonna. It says it's 1.2
A left on Vermont, and then a right on Halpern.
Vermont is.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to freak me out? You're trying to freak me out?
Nope. Are you trying to freak me out? Because I'm.
Miss, what are you doing in my backyard?
This is Vermont and Halpern. This is the intersection of Vermont and Halpern.
I'm ready to have a pool party and you're in my backyard.
I swear to God, I'm choosing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nothing's going right. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call another Uber. I'm gonna get back in the car. I'm gonna take a right on Vermont, and then I'm gonna take a left on Normandy. I'll take a left on Normandy.
Get out of here. Hi there. Excuse me. I just need half a pound of turkey, and I don't understand sexual innuendo.
Great. Thank you for coming to Ralph's. Happy to help.
Great. Half a pound of turkey.
I got it. I got it. You know what I mean. And then you're gonna.